Hello, my name is Jerry Amana. I remain your favorite ICT teacher. For this week, for this video, I'll be taking you through this past question paper, February March 2025. We'll be looking at paper 2-1, all right? And then we'll be looking at the Word document or the document production aspect, all right? Now I'll be leaving out the evidence document part and screenshot part in order to save us some time. Could do that in one video where you learn how to do all the screenshots and take all your evidence for your evidence document. Okay, so let's dive right into it. You are going to edit a report for a seed retailer. They use a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph styles must be created, modified, and applied as instructed. Using suitable software, open the file document. All right, so all my files are located in a folder. I'll show you where the folder is. Okay, in just a second. So I have all my folders here, which I could share with you. If you need it, you can place your request in the comment section. I can share some of these past questions with you. So we're looking at the 2025 past question, looking at the February, March, and then we're going to question what we're working on is question 2-1. Okay, usually your past questions will come with zip folders. Your source files will be in zip folders, so you definitely have to right click and extract the content of your zip folder. Okay, I've already extracted mine, that's why it's asking me to replace. Okay, I don't do that for now. Okay, open your source file. SF stands for source file 21, and click, and then this is the document we are to work on. So that's the document. So question says we've opened that up. It says the page setup is set to A4 portrait orientation and 2 centimeter margins. All right, let's check if that's done. So this is, you go to page layout, you go to layout, check your orientation is portrait, paper size is A4, so you can see that A4 is highlighted. Go to your margins and go to custom margins. Our margins are all 2 centimeters. Now in case you see inches here, all right, because the British would always use centimeters while the Americans will use inches. So in case you see inches here, to change that you can come to file, go to options, and then under advanced you scroll down to where you see display. So under display where you show units, measurements in units of, you make it move it from inches to centimeters, and then click OK. All right, I think we are good with that. So next up, it says we shouldn't make any changes to those. 3 paragraph styles have already been created and 2 have been applied to the document. Do not make any changes to these unless instructed. So let's be sure of what paragraph styles have been used or have been created. Under home, under your styles, under the styles group, we have the CR body, CR heading, and CR table, and 2 of them have been used already. So, and we don't need to make any changes. Let's go ahead. It says we should save our document in the work area with the file name crops. I already created one, all right, and saved as crop. So I'll just close this one I just opened so that we can use these that I've saved. I'll show you how it's saved. I saved. Go to file, go to save as, then pick your source file. I'll use our source file, I mean our work area. I'll use my source file as my work area for now. All right. That document came as an RTF document. It came as an RTF document. You can see all the documents came as RTF. So after putting in the name crop, make sure you convert to Word document, and then you save. All right. So the next instruction says make sure it's saved in the format of the software you are using. Okay, so we're leaving out evidence documents for now. Place in the footer of the crop document your name, center number, and candidate number left aligned. So I already did that. I'm sure you saw that already, but I'll show you how to do that. Go to insert, go to footer. I always use the blank three columns. To the left, type my name, and type in your name there, your candidate, your center number 038. I'm not sure what mine is at the moment, so I'm just using a random number. Okay, after that, you enter your candidate number. Let's be sure we have. So you should add automated page numbers right aligned. So to the right, highlight this and insert page number, current position, and insert. So we don't need this. Always delete every unwanted placeholder. So that's done. So it says we should make sure that all the alignments match the page margins here. To do another text is included in the footer area which we have removed. The footer is displayed on all pages. Let's ensure it's on all pages. Yes, we have on this page 1, page 2, and on page 3. Beautiful. So now let's create and store the following style, basing it on the default or normal paragraph style. So to do this, what you need to do is to click here and click on create a new style. Go to modify. Remember they say you should base it on normal. So you click on normal here, based on normal. Okay, so let's see the definition for the style. The style is called CR subhead. So we type CR subhead here. CR hyphen subhead. Okay, and font is sans serif. I'm sure you're aware what sans serif fonts are. Sans serif fonts are fonts that have no extrusions, and for now let's use Arial as our sans serif font. Font size is 14 point and alignment is left. This is left aligned, bold and italics, bold, italicized. All right, and then the line spacing is single. All right, to do your line spacing, you go to format, go to paragraph, then we have it as single there. Then space before is 0 and space after is 10. Space before is 0, space after, let's make it 10, and then click OK. OK to create that. Now it applied this to this part of our body, which we don't want. So click, let's highlight this and take it back to body, not subhead. Beautiful. It says take a screenshot. Well, we're leaving our screenshot for now. Make sure there's evidence. We'll leave that for now. Okay. Number 4 says the style name CR table has already been created and applied to the table in the document. So we should modify the CR table style so that the following formatting is applied. So here we have a CR click, right click, and then modify. So I can change it. Here we have title is CRF table, font style is serif. Okay, Arial isn't serif. We use Times New Roman for serif. Times New Roman has extrusions. Our font size is 10. 10. Our font is center aligned, italicized. Okay, single line spacing and 0 before, 0 after. Go to paragraph, single line spacing, 0 before and 0 after, and click on OK and OK. Looks like it applied it here. Okay, it did not. All right, okay, because already applied here. Beautiful. So we've done that. It says we should take screenshots, and those are evidences which we are skipping for now. It says we should add the text by followed by a space and your name after the global crop report at the top of the document. So at the top of the document, we have global crop report by, then followed by your name. All right. At the top of the, for example, global crop report by a candidate. All right. The style CR head has already been created and stored. Apply this style to the club global crop report and the text you entered in step 5. So we'll highlight this and click on head. All right. Apply a bullet list to the text from fungi to the animals themselves. So we have that here. So we should apply bulleted list. Now format the bullets so that the bullets are aligned to the left margin. So that we should apply bulleted list, and then not just that, um, we should define our bullet. So the bullets are aligned to the left margin. Okay, the list is in single line spacing with no space before or after each line. Single line spacing, so you can come here, click. All right, and our alignment, make it left. The single line spacing, no spacing before and after, make it 0. Let's see, there's a 6-point space after the last item in the list. Okay, so we can do click OK here, so that gives us this. Now, but there's a 6-point spacing here, so you place your cursor there and click and do line spacing single. We say 6 before and make this 0. I think we should leave the 6 after because that will be the 6 after here. All right, so this is fine. That's exactly what we want. So let's do this. Say identify the 6 subheadings in the document and apply this style CR subhead you created in step 3 to each of these. So we should identify this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then apply the subhead style to that. Alright, we need to apply the body style there. Alright, so we have something that looks like this. Alright, it goes on to say we should select the subheading, crop diversity, and the following text up to and including the paragraph ending plant in our mills. Crop diversity, plant in our mills. From here, crop diversity up till where do we have plant in our mills? Okay, up to this point. All right, it says we should change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns of equal width with a 2 cm space between the columns. So what we need to do is go to layout, go to columns, go to more columns, and make it 2 columns with equal width. All right, let's look at the question one more time. It says select the subheading, blah blah, change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns of equal width with a 2 cm spacing between them. So number of columns 2, then the spacing between them is 2 centimeters, equal column width. Make sure it's checked and then click OK. All right. So I will pause this video at this point so that we can restart in another video. As much as possible, I want these videos as very short so that you don't spend so much time on a particular video. Thank you, and hold on as we continue with the next video. Hello, welcome back to the second part of this video. So let's continue from where we stopped. In the last video we stopped at number 9 where we created 2 columns. Alright, so we are going to number 10 now. It says locate the table in the document, insert a new row between the crop items with potatoes. Alright, so let's locate our table. scroll. Alright, so this is the table. So most likely for tables, we want the borders to show. So we can go to table. We can go to table design. Okay, where do we have borders now? Okay, so let's go to table design. All right, so our borders, let's select all borders. Um, okay, so select all borders. Beautiful. Sorry, I had a bit of delay. I had something blocking the screen. So let's go back to our question. It says we should insert a new row between the crop items width and potatoes. So to insert a new between crop width and potatoes. So just place your cursor there, go to table layout and click insert row below. Alright, so you have that. It says we should enter this detail cassava 3%. So you type cassava here and then make this 3%. Okay, it says we shall apply a light gray 20 to 40% background fill to rows 1 and 2. So here we have rows 1 and 2. We should go back to home. So somewhere here we should have our fill. Yeah. So 20%, 20 to 40% gray. Let's use something darker. Look at this. Alright, 35% is good for me. Okay. It says format the first row of the table so that it becomes a single cell. So this first row, alright, highlight both cells, right click and merge cells, becomes a single row. Then format the table so that all text in each row displays on one line. All text in each row. Format the table, all text in each row displays on one line. Okay. Alright, only this one doesn't display on one line, so you could just move this way. Alright, so that this shows on one line. 1 point black internal and external grid lines are displayed when printed. Okay, let's do the grid line proper now, since we know what to do now. So well, that's our border. So it's asking us for 1 point. Let's go to borders and shadings. Okay, all. So our width should be 1 point. Okay, and that's what we're applying to the table. Should be both. Alright, let's make it all. Yeah, then click OK. 1 point. Alright, then the table borders and all the data fit within the column width. Okay, I think it actually fits within the column width, thus here to here. Alright, in case it doesn't, you can go to auto fit and say fit within window or fix column width. Alright, okay, that's fine. So then it says there is a 6-point space after the table. Okay, so after the table, let's insert a 6-point space. So what you do is to come to scientist, come here, click, go to line spacing options and do 6 points before, and then click OK. So it inserts that 6 points. Okay, so at this point now we'll be importing an image. It says import this image and place it in the paragraph beginning there are more than. Okay, so you can search Control F and say there are more than. So just go there. It says we should place our stuff there. So we're importing this. So you go to insert, go to pictures from this device. Then you locate the folder where your source files are. Mine is on my desktop in my folder called ICT IGCSE Past Question 2025 May M 21 source files, right? And that's the image. So I insert the image. Beautiful. It says format the image. Okay, it says we should rotate the image 180 degrees so the stock is at the bottom left. 180 degrees. So to rotate the image, go to this and rotate. If you rotate right, that's 90 degrees. Rotate right again, that's another 90 degrees. Alright, we've done that. It says we should resize it to a width of 2 centimeters and a height of 2 centimeters. Alright, with our image selected and our aspect ratio maintained. Okay, sorry about that. Let's Control Z. Control Z. Okay, go to picture format and turn that to 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters. Good. So back to the question. Question says it is aligned to the left column margin to the left here and the top of the paragraph starting there more than. So the text wraps around the image. So how do you wrap the text around? While this image is selected, you go to Word, wrap text, click and select. Just place your cursor until you find something that works for you. Well, any of this works for me. Good. All right. It says. Alright, so we've done all of that. So we're done with the image. Always say, I don't know what kind of systems you have. If you have laptops, fine. If the desktop you have, always make sure you save your work while you carry out the work. Now we're on the final question in this section. It says you should spell check and proofread the document. Make sure that the list and table are not split over 2 columns or pages. Alright, see our table is not split over 2 columns or 2 pages. Alright, our list too, let's check out our lists. That's our list. So, just exactly where it should be. Okay, it says there are no widows and orphans. Maybe in another video I explain to you what widows and orphans are. This looks like an orphan. In order to control widows and orphans, you go to your home tab, under your paragraph tab, click and then go to line and page breaks and then click on widow orphan control and click OK. This will help you to control your widows and orphans. Alright, that will help you to control your widows and orphans. The next question is we should ensure that no blank pages. Original styles are maintained. Yes, we've maintained all the original styles. All styles are applied consistently. Yes, spacing is consistent between all items. Alright, let's check for that spacing and then we'll come back and save the document using the same file name and format in step 1. And then we'll print. I'll also show you how to print in this video. Alright, so back, let's just go through all that we have done. Spacing is consistent. What we've been asked to do. Yeah, so this looks good. This looks good. Looks like what we should have on the Mac scheme. So now this is how you print. You go to file, you go to print. Right, make sure you have all the documents. I want to be sure I have all my documents. Alright, so that's the last page, page 3. 1, 2, 3. So for now, You can choose any printers you are connected to, but for now I want us to print to PDF. Alright, so I'm printing all pages, so we don't need to write it down. If you have a printer that does front and back, you can select front and back printing. Of course, this is A4, so we need to leave it that way. Well, I think that's it. So click on print. Since you are printing to PDF, to ask you to print with a particular name, let's call it February, March 2025 paper 2-1 document workshop 2. So let's print to folder and work area here 2025 here and 2-1 there and save. Okay, so with this we've come to the end of this video. All right, the next video will be doing the data manipulation aspect of this question paper. Do have a great day ahead of you.